Thank you, Mackenzie. Next, it is my pleasure to call upon the Reverend Christian Barron, co-rector of St. Philip's Beulah and Holy Trinity Manistee, and co-founder of the Western Michigan chapter of the Order of the Naucratius. The Order of Naucratius is seeking final approval of this convention to be a cooperating ministry in the Diocese of Western Michigan, and to give us the camp scoop, I understand.
Thanks. Hello, my name's Christian Barron. You already kind of did the introduction, huh? But yeah, I'm co-rector with my wife Jody in Manistee and in Beulah and up in the Pinky. So we live in God's country. You're welcome anytime. So I'm also the co-founder of the Order of Naucratius. One of my best friends, Rod Clark, is a priest in McAllen, Texas, and he and I kind of invented it one night on a hot porch in Texas. So, Naucratius, it sounds rhymes with goodness gracious, okay? Was a saint who lived in what is now Turkey in the 4th century. He was the brother to 3 other saints, and his mother was also a saint. Macrina, Basil the Great, and Gregory of Nyssa. But Naucratius wasn't a theological or philosophical heavyweight like his siblings. He was a practical theologian who hunted and fished and fed an elderly community that could not procure enough protein to stay healthy. And there are conflicting reports on how Naucratius died. One account says in a hunting accident, another says a fishing expedition. Either way, what a way to go. So, an exercise. We've been sitting for a while, huh? So, here's an exercise for us. Please stand if you're able. Wait, not yet, not yet. Only you're dismissed. Just kidding. Please stand if you've ever been hunting. Wow. Okay, good. Please stand if you've ever been fishing. Stay standing if you're hunting or fishing. Okay, good. Well. Okay. No, you don't have to have caught anything. Please stand if your parents hunted or fished, or if your children hunt or fish, or if your grandparents hunted or fished. Please stand if your neighbors hunt or fish. Okay. Thank you. You can sit. Hunting and fishing are embedded in Michigan culture. It is a part of who we are. In 2020, 615,948 people purchased a license to hunt deer in Michigan. In 2020, 1,200,000 people purchased fishing licenses in Michigan. That's almost 2 million licenses. About 1/5 of our population. That's a lot of people. And I'll come back to that in a second, but have you heard about the ALICE report? Do you know about ALICE? Do you know this? Okay. It's an acronym. It stands for Asset Limited Income Constrained, Yet They're Still Employed. So the working poor, right? So based on a 2017 report, that's where they got these stats. In Michigan, 1.5 million, or 38% of households, struggle to afford the basic necessities of housing, childcare, food, technology, health care, and transportation. Included in that 38%, 14% are below the federal poverty level in Michigan. Here's the definition of the federal poverty level. For a family or household of 4 persons living in one of the 48 contiguous states or the District of Columbia, the poverty guideline for 2021 is that the household makes less than $26,500. So, there's 2 million hunters and anglers, right? and 2 million people in this other camp, right? We think it would be pretty amazing to be like Jesus and connect these people, to literally feed 5,000 or 2 million. So, here's what we do. Here's what Naucratius does, the volunteers. We help hunters and anglers to think theologically about their pastime, to turn their hobbies into vocations. We do that by doing a few things. We form relationships with hunters and anglers and share our lives and explore each other's values, and by learning from one another. This happens mostly when we gather together at professional fishing tournaments. We've been asked by the organizers of these tournaments to come and collect donated fish. We put our coolers out. We meet new anglers. We process the fish. And we distribute the protein to vetted food pantries and feeding programs. We collect thousands of pounds of God-grown protein each year. Chinook salmon, coho salmon, lake trout, steelhead, and brown trout. We also collect protein from individual hunters and anglers that we have made connections with. We ask these folks to give from their abundance so that their neighbors don't go hungry. The good news is that hunters and anglers had already been engaged in this work on a micro and individual level long before Naucratius, the organization, showed up on the scene. Hunters and anglers value life and the sacred blood of the animals that they harvest. They want these creatures to provide life. We also take people fishing who have never fished or who rarely fish or who love to fish. Sounds kind of like evangelism, doesn't it? We are fishers of men and fishers of fish. And we pray. We declare God's blessing. We bless the hunters and anglers. We bless the boats. We bless the fishing rods. We bless the fish. We bless those who eat the protein. We make the point that all things come of thee, O Lord. All things come of thee, O Lord. Good. And finally, we are invited into the lives of Naucratites. We've been asked to baptize them. We're called when Naucratites are in trouble or in jail. We rally around one another. We laugh and we fish. We go on trips together. Our children know one another. We share fishing tricks and fishing secrets. We work together to feed our hungry neighbors, to feed your hungry neighbors, to feed those who don't have access to this kind of protein. So, we're pretty proud of the work we've accomplished in the past 6 years. And we're grateful for the support of the Diocese of Western Michigan, and the Order looks forward to partnerships within Eastern Michigan too, to fishing off the bridges that we're building. But if you find this story compelling, the story of Naucratius, maybe because you also love to hunt and fish, or because this ministry seems like a worthy investment for you, we would gladly welcome you to be a part of this work. There are a number of ways. We could use your prayers. We covet your prayers when the topic of hunting or fishing comes up in your circles of influence. Remember us. Bless us with your prayers and your connections. We could use your help in expanding our circles. Do you know of people who already do these types of things? Do you think they would benefit by being connected to the Order of Naucratius? Please connect us. You can call me to take you fishing. I'd love to trap you on my boat and tell you all about this ragtag crew that feeds thousands of people each year. Bring your priest. Bring your parishioner. Bring your new bishop. And you can come to Camp Naucratius at Camp Chickagami in August. Even if you don't fish, sign up. Rub elbows with a bunch of stinky fishermen. Bring your kids and grandkids and come hungry. But finally, we could use your financial help. The order is fully funded by grants, fundraisers, and tournament fees. This year, we are grateful to be added to the budget for the Diocese of Western Michigan, but we can do more with your help. We can expand our work to include more people and collect more protein. We can feed more people together. Please join us. Go to our website and our Facebook page. Let's go fishing. And after these things, Jesus showed himself again to the disciples by the Sea of Tiberias. And he showed himself in this way. Gathered there together were Simon Peter, Thomas called the twin, Nathanael of Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and 2 others of his disciples. Simon Peter said to them, what did Peter say? Yeah, let's go fishing. And they said to him, we'll go with you. They went out and got into the boat. Thank you.